Walter, thanks for your time. Welcome to CNBC.
Thank you. Yeah.
Great to see you here in Doha as we walk through the aviation industry recovery. What are some of the trends that you're seeing as we hit the second half of the year?
Well, recovery is a key word, and we are seeing a big trend of it, and of course, high fuel cost is another trend. But it seems like a positive move, and it's a good thing.
How is the demand bounce back in the domestic market and internationally, in your view?
Well, we are mostly international airline, so international demand is very strong, and we can't get enough aircraft to fly, and as soon as they are out of maintenance, we'll be flying it, and we'll be adding it as quickly as possible.
I wanted to ask you about the acquisition of Asiana as well.
Yeah.
Why is it so delayed?
Delayed? It needed a lot of preparation. We started with the Korean Fair Trade Commission, and it took about a year to get it passed. But once that was done, we are right now working for the other 6 countries, which are U.S., China, EU, UK, Australia, and Japan, and they're on track. We're hoping to complete it by end of the year, and I have no doubt that it will work out.
So looking towards the end of the year for that approval, what will the acquisition mean for Korean Air? How will it ultimately impact operations?
It will be complex. It's difficult because 2 companies have been doing the same business very differently for 30 years, and the culture, corporate culture, is very different. But we both companies strive for one thing: is customer satisfaction. That's the common goal, and I believe that should be good enough for us to merge into one same direction.
And as the 2 companies come together, what does it look like in terms of profitability and performance? How soon before investors see a meaningful return?
Yes, Korean Air alone during the pandemic was very profitable. We had the most profitable year in our 52-year history last year, 2021. And this year is even stronger than that. And once we combine forces, we'll work for the benefit of each other, and we'll be even more profitable. And I believe we have a strong future together.
Of course, in the Asia Pacific, one of the key concerns for the industry right now is what's happening in China, world's 2nd largest economy. What would the impact of a prolonged zero COVID policy in China be for the aviation industry, in your view?
Well, to respect for their policy, I mean, I believe, once they are, successful with their policy,
You think it can be successful, though?
I'm not going to comment on that.
I mean, the verdict seems to be out on zero COVID.
Right. If they want that, I respect that. And when they start opening up, the demand will be explosive, and we'll be very eager to fly again to China. I cannot wait to operate into China right now, and once that happens, everybody will be flying in happy.
So what impact is it having on Korean Air, and could you also just characterize the impact that it's having on the aviation sector within the region broadly?
For us, the cargo market was hit because of we couldn't operate our freighters into China. But and China is a big part of Asia, and once that's carved out, it's aviation market was hit pretty hardly. China is one of our biggest destinations of our network, and probably around over 20% of our network is China, and it was tough, but. Yeah, so, and many of our customers were from China as well, so it's difficult, but for the short term, the Korean demand and the Southeast Asia demand was able to cover it, then long term, we'll need China come back, which I know they will. And it'll be right timing because we'll have the full fleet running again at that time.
And just to before I let you go, can I also ask you about the outlook for the rest of the year and also into 2023? What are you seeing?
So on the passenger side, the demand is strong, and I believe it will continue to be that way. Freight cargo side, it is strong as well, but the supply chain issue is already starting to show the effects on the air cargo market right now. However, I believe the demand it will continue on to 23 for the cargo. Passenger side, it all depends on the economy for next year. Depends on what happens for the economy, but I believe it will take a few more years for everything to recover to 2019 level, and but it'll still be better than this year.
Why do you say it'll take a few more years? Are you talking about the aviation industry or economies across the Asia Pacific, including South Korea, for example?
Everything in combination. Because of supply and demand, the prices are very high. The fuel cost drives the ticket prices high again, and also people have less money to spare, so for travel, because all the inflation is hitting them, and so it all depends on how the economy turns out, how the issues resolved. But in time, it will come back, but it might not be as quickly as we hope to be.
Walter, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.